And we are live. Welcome back to Closing Laps Podcast. I'm Matt from Brake Card, joined by Cam, former NASCAR Jackman. How's it going, Cam?
Doing all right. It's been a stressful 24 hours for me.
Apologies for being a day late here. Cam had a bit of an emergency that he absolutely had to tend to, which we completely understand that one, but everything's good. And now we're here to talk a little racing and probably college football at some point as well. It's your favorite racing podcast, favorite college football podcast that talks about racing, as I believe Alex says when he's on. So here to talk about the Xfinity drivers banging that I tweeted about. Yeah, so yesterday I tweeted out that like the rundown for the podcast, and I was like Xfinity drivers bang or Xfinity bangs, and clearly it maybe wasn't the best word choice I've ever had before, but they did bang doors.
You should have added doors to the end of that sentence. Oh no. Did your Ethernet cable get knocked out again? Hi guys. His internet he just lost internet. That's exactly what just happened. We're off to a great start. Oh, there he is.
A hot start. So I think this weekend might be the weekend that I finally run the cord through the ceiling and down, because we just had the dog rip the Ethernet cord
again.
Yes, again. This time it actually went though, as we all saw there. So yeah, I tweeted out that Matt's frozen in time. Yep, that was shout out to Ripken. But yes, I tweeted out Xfinity drivers bang, and they're banging doors.
Added doors to that.
Yeah, I should have added doors, but I was trying to work with the limited characters that you have on Twitter now. How's it going, Bradley? Cam with canes.
Absolutely. I went straight from football to canes. So
hell yeah, absolutely. So we were in Las Vegas this weekend. Well, we weren't, but NASCAR.
I wish I was.
Yeah, you were in Kentucky. I was in Boston watching the Xfinity race from there. Got home in time to watch the Cup race from my house. Shout out to our pilots leaving Boston. We got out right before the nor'easter hit Sunday morning. It was a bumpy ride.
There was going to be a nor'easter up in Boston.
I was watching and I was like, oh man, this is going to suck if we get delayed here. But yeah, fun airport, because as soon as you take off, you just bank right out over the ocean. One of those, like, we're not 1,000 feet off the ground, we're turning. Sick.
I mean, yeah. So, I told you.
Right? Oh, no.
Yep. All right, Joseph. We're starting early, huh?
All right, we'll get into the Cup race at Las Vegas. Joseph here points out that it is good to see Cam did not bet his life savings on Joey Logano to win in Vegas, because last week you were incredibly confident Logano was going to win. And I will say this, there was a big part of me in the end of that race where I was like, Paul Wolfe and Joey Logano have done it again, because they're restarting on the front row. And these guys always find a way to get it done.
You all thought I was right.
For a half a second, I did.
For half a second, everyone on this podcast thought I was right.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Rowdy says Joey is surprisingly slow. It's hard because
it's not surprising. It's genuinely, like, the reason I said Joey was going to win wasn't because he was going to have the fastest car. It was because Paul Wolfe was going to make the move to get Joey to win. It's not surprising that Joey was slow. He's been slow at 1.5 miles pretty much all year.
So Penske cars have struggled with speed all year on 1.5 miles. Honestly, I thought they had more speed than I expected them to have. They qualified in the top 10 after having a bad practice, and he kind of ran basically in that same spot. It felt like all day, kind of like 8th to 10th, 12th, somewhere in there. Yeah, it was. There was a possibility for a hot minute that Logano was going to do this. And I listened to Door for Clear last night, and they had Mike Ford from NASCAR on, and he was like, I was watching Logano lead this race, just going, this is going to happen again. This is going to happen again.
So here's my question. For the longest time, Joey's been the number one guy at Penske.
Yes.
Right? He's the number one guy. He's had the most championships. He's won the most races. Is Blaney now the number one guy?
Oh, yeah. I think Blaney's the number one guy in terms of like what I would consider to be like week in and week out speed. I feel like Blaney's the guy that is kind of always better. Logano's still a dude that can get it done in that crunch time.
Yeah.
But yeah, I feel like there has been. It's weird because like we think Logano's not that old. He's only like 35.
He's still in his prime.
Yeah. Like he's very much in his prime, but he's been around forever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's great to see. That's part of betting.
Since I can't afford my rent this week, I put all my money on Logano, like you guys said. Like Cam said. Keep in mind, I said Chris Rebel was going to win. So he ended up, what, third?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Hey, Joey ended sixth. He ended up sixth.
Denny, Alex said, did y'all see Denny on his podcast say the advantage of winning race one are gone with Talladega in the round of 8? I don't know how, Alex, because they're still going to be focused on Phoenix. I'm not saying you're wrong, Alex. I'm just saying I don't understand the logic.
If anything, it boosts it because Talladega's in the round of 8. Like,
yeah,
you now you can ride around in the back and not have to worry about it, or you can ride around in the front and try to win. And if you wreck, and it's not a big deal. You're already locked in.
Yeah,
like it helps even with Talladega being in my opinion. You can push it, go, and if someone wins, you don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I don't know if I agree with Denny on that one. But speaking of Denny Hamlin, picks up his 6th win of the year, 60th win of his career, emotional win for him at that. I'll be honest, it got me. Yeah.
Maybe like Denny a little bit.
It did.
It made me like Denny a little bit.
So the end of NASCAR Full Speed, the Netflix docuseries, the end of the first season, which was 2023, when Denny gets knocked out of the playoffs in Martinsville, there's a segment at the end of that episode where he was like, talking about how devastating it is, how he's not winning again. And he talks about his dad. Yeah. And he's like, I just hope his health holds on long enough to see us get it done. And I remember that back then because I was like, oh man, like you throw the dad angle in there and like, I want to see him get it done. Like so that his dad has that moment just because of how much work they put in. And now to know that his dad's apparently not in good health.
Yeah.
By the sounds of it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't hate to see him get it done. I'm pretty impartial on here. Like I don't have a rooting favorite in racing. Like I just like to see a good race.
I like drivers.
Yeah.
Right? Like I want to see certain people do well. Right.
Yeah. But I'm not like, living and dying by a certain driver.
Yeah, I'm not. I used to. Before I got into NASCAR, I was a Chase Elliott fan. I was one of them.
Georgia.
I was one of them.
I was one of them. Chase sexual.
Was one of them. But no, so a couple months ago, when we write about I'd probably say our 3rd or 4th podcast, I said that if Denny Hamlin, what the heck, wins the championship, I'll shave my head. Little concerned right now.
Yeah. I am too, because
he looks good.
I like my hair a lot, actually.
I mean, it'll grow back, but
yeah, but I still like it. And guess what? The holidays are coming up, Cam.
You got a girlfriend. You're fine.
Yeah, we need to take pictures, and I have to go to a beach.
Pictures are overrated.
Says the guy who's just in Florida.
Just don't take pictures in Florida. You'll be fine.
So Hamlin picks up his 60th. Started on pole, led 9 laps. Not a dominating performance at all. I said this in the TikTok video I did about it. Remember how at Kansas, the Joe Gibbs racing cars were the dominant cars of the day, and then Hendrick ended up winning with Chase Elliott? It was the reverse, it felt like on Sunday. Hendrick cars were the dominant cars of the day. And then it was a Gibbs car that ends up stealing it there at the end. We'll get into a reason why you got to steal it there at the end in a minute. But Larson dominated the day. He led 129 of the 267 laps. You had Byron, he led 55 as well. So you're I mean, you're talking about like 184 laps led for the 264 just between
Unless
two
they
Hendrick
had
cars. Yeah.
Yeah. No, it was definitely a dominating performance by HMS. It was good to see Kyle Larson back to being Kyle Larson. Right? The fact that this was the first time he's ever led over 100 laps at Vegas and not won.
Yeah.
Pretty
Good
cool.
point.
Pretty weird.
That is very weird. Yeah, I didn't even think about that. What did you think of his paint scheme this week?
Okay, so I was gonna say something about it. I hated it.
It was too dark.
It was way too dark. It literally just looked like a black blob driving around.
From the overhead shot from the helicopter, you couldn't tell. You saw a black car, but you couldn't make out the number on it at all.
Yeah. It was just a black car. It literally just looked like a blob.
Yeah.
Like they could have done that car so well. Well.
Only look good on pit road. 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was baffling to me that
because they usually do really good paint schemes at Hendrick.
Yeah.
Or
other than those Byron's Valvoline paint schemes stink compared to what Larson gets for Valvoline.
And then on the other side of it, do you see Bowman's car?
The all green Ally paint scheme?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I liked it.
I didn't mind it. I hate the superstition around green race cars.
I never before I got into NASCAR, I never knew the superstition around green anything. There's literally people on pit road that won't use green tape.
Well, Bobby Labonte,
give me the damn tape.
Bobby Labonte made a career out of driving a green race car.
Pretty good.
Won a championship. Oh, hello.
Pretty good career at that.
Yes. Alex says Alex, are we talking about the same Valvoline paint scheme? The gray base one?
Yeah, I don't mind the gray one.
It's not I guess it's not as bad as what last year's was, but I still think that the Larson one just looks more vibrant. Honestly, you know what I think would change? What I think Byron should do? Change the color of the numbers.
I'll have to hold on. Let me pull it up.
If you did, because right now he has white fill numbers, but if you on that car, and I don't know what they could do differently, but I still think that the Hendrick cars need to go back to their Dayglow yellow numbers because it created a brand identity with it.
Yeah. I think that every team should have something that is their team. When you looked at DEI, you knew those were DEI cars.
3 stripes, all slanted the same way. Yeah.
Yeah.
Alex, am I thinking of the wrong car?
Probably.
Yeah, probably.
No, he's got the blue one this year.
Which one?
This one.
Oh, sorry. I was thinking of last year's, which was predominantly gray.
The blue one's pretty sexy, actually.
Yeah, you're right. The blue one's not that bad.
The gray one just looks. The gray one from last year looks like a cloudy day.
Yeah, it just doesn't look very good. The blue one, I still would like to see something different with the white numbers. Yeah, I don't love that. But yeah, my apologies, Alex. You're correct. And the red one that they ran at the Roval
with the
blood cancer donor on
that one's good looking.
That was a good paint scheme. I think Harris Lou maybe did that one. If you don't follow him on Twitter, absolutely should because he's phenomenal and does great work. Also, big Sam Bass guy, so a lot of inspiration there. This podcast is taking a turn. We're talking about paint schemes.
Hey, it's NASCAR, baby.
The biggest incident of the day, though, did involve William Byron. And am I crazy for saying it was a race-altering, season-altering crash?
No, it was a season. It wasn't even a race-altering crash. It was a season-altering crash.
Yeah.
Because where is he in the standing? Isn't he fourth in the eighth in the standings right now?
Who's that?
Byron.
Yeah, he is fifth in the standings, 15 points below the cutoff line now. And it allowed Denny Hamlin to win the race. It took Kyle Larson out of the win for the race. I mean, Ty Dillon's inability to get to pit road, changed the entire trajectory of the
baffles
season.
me that he didn't wait. Baffles me.
He carried way too much speed trying to get.
He's way too wide. Like, you're telling me someone who is on the track running his line is underneath you and you're going to pit road?
Yeah. Bananas. So there's a couple things about it that I'm just really baffled by. Is one,
Oh, crap.
he misses sort of that blend line, which is there to kind of guide you on a pit road. He blows right past that. That was sneaky. And then he then pushes up the racetrack, which then catches Byron, and Byron runs into the back of him. But then to get out of the car and be like, I didn't think I needed a wave at this level. What? What kind of excuse is that? I thought the spotter was going to take care of it. Buddy, the banana thing did. The more egregious one that didn't cause a wreck. Did you see the McDowell one?
Mm-mm.
SVG was following McDowell, and McDowell's coming to pit road, and he washes maybe 2.5 lanes up. And I don't know how SVG didn't clean him out. It was crazy. And I'm pretty sure on the video, you can hear SVG yell in the car over the engine. I'm pretty sure you can hear him say either bloody hell or effing hell.
Yeah.
Over it. Yeah, Alex, I read your mind right there. That's crazy.
What are you doing? We're on the struggle. My dogs are upstairs tearing my trash can up right now. You're over here. We're
fighting a battle right now. He's went in the bedroom, so I think we're safe. He can
probably both with dogs too. Hold on, I'm gonna mute you right quick.
Have a weekend project. Oh! You didn't mute me. You didn't mute.
Oh. It's supposed to.
It did not. We can mute you on here. Yeah, there we go. So Byron ends up. Oh, thanks for that, David. I couldn't tell if it was from the spotter stand that you could hear somebody yelling or if it was from that, because generally it's hard to hear other spotters on the spotter stand. Yeah. So that makes more sense now, so I take it back. But regardless, incredibly close call there. So yeah, that was bad.
But I don't understand why we're at the pinnacle of auto racing, the series of stock car racing, and we're having trouble getting to freaking pit road
multiple times, like multiple drivers, multiple times. It's just
and it's not like Vegas is that hard of a one to get into.
I guess not. Well, they're carrying highest corner speed, so maybe, but yeah, I don't know. It felt like it was a bigger issue this week than it typically is. So Byron, basically lap 235 of this race changed everything. Without the caution coming out, Kyle Larson goes on to win this race because if it stays green, he wasn't pitting. He had just gotten around Byron. I'm not sure if Byron was going to be able to get back around him, which takes me to another point. Byron jumps him up during the pit sequence, but then he has a huge moment, Byron does, down in turn 2, washes up the racetrack, and I was listening to his radio, and I heard him say something along the lines like, almost stuffed it, and he...
oh, yeah. Yeah, when he got so loose that because when it panned to Byron wrecking, I thought that he got so loose that it just spun around.
Yeah. That's the exact same thing I thought too. But instead he just had a big moment, and the broadcast missed it for what felt like a lap because I was watching Timing the Score and listening to Byron, and I was like, show how that happened. And finally they got around to it there, which is typically NBC doesn't miss like that. That was a very Fox move.
Yeah, it was very foxy. It was weird because they usually don't do that bad.
And I think it's probably just because it was unexpected. It didn't seem like something like that was going to happen.
No.
But it did. And then ultimately the crash ends up happening, which then sets up a restart. Everybody comes back down pit road. You have Logano, Keselowski, and Briscoe. They end up taking 2 tires. Larson, Hamlin, and everybody else takes 4 tires. On the ensuing restart, you've got Ty Gibbs get bounced around like a pinball there.
Dude, that I don't understand how that wreck happened.
They went 3 wide in front of him, and then Bell kind of tags him on the side, gets him sideways. He collects SVG. Then felt bad for both of them because
Dude,
Ty was
I feel bad for SVG. He had a top 10 day. He was
another
running the
top
top
10
10
day.
all day.
Ty was probably gonna have a top 5 day. He was running like 5th to 8th all day, or not all day, but like in the latter half of that race. Yeah.
Went on J ski for paint schemes. Holy crap! Forgot KFP was in the
His own car on Sunday because he didn't crash. Yeah, top 10 for Kyle Busch. Speaking of top 10, look what we have now, a ticker on the bottom line here. We're gonna have to work on the adjustment of the
you're gonna have to move our names up.
That's fine. We'll have to work on that for next week. Regardless, we have a ticker now for our finishing
Also,
order.
Cindric finished 11th.
He did finish 11th.
Interesting.
Very good run for him, even though he's quietly. That's kind of what I hate about the playoffs right now is the fact that we're just not talking about anybody.
No,
that's
it's
not
just the playoff drivers
in the top 8. Did you know Catherine Legg was in the race yesterday?
Yes, I did.
Okay. Because
the only reason I knew that is because she was the only one that qualified past the 44.
Hell yeah. Hey, 44 didn't finish last, though.
No, they didn't.
30th. Great run for 30th in the Epoxy Depot car. Shout out to the
car was pretty good looking.
It wasn't bad.
No, it was not.
Yeah, there's some people that you just didn't even realize were in the race, didn't realize they're having good runs. No Gregson, P13. Yeah, I don't think we heard about him all day.
It's weird how they're not talking about anybody else.
Shout out to Gregson for actually finishing a race without wrecking. Yeah, good. I'm glad he finished. That's not been a great year for those guys, so hopefully they can turn it around.
Which is weird because he's in better equipment than he was in last year.
Yeah,
and is doing way worse than he did.
Arguably worse.
Yeah.
We did have one other big incident of the day, and that was Ryan Blaney in stage 1, cuts down what appeared to be a left front, pounds the wall, broke the steering, day done right there.
Dude, that was a season-altering move as well.
Yeah. He's now 31 points below the cutoff.
Mm-hmm.
So he's
in a must-win.
I don't know if he's in a must-win yet because he can stage point at Talladega pretty well.
Yeah, he's got to do well at Talladega. He's gonna win one of them.
Do you know what his average? Do you know what his finishes are in the Gen 7 era at the fall dates for Talladega and Martinsville?
Average?
No, I know what his Martinsville average is. It's 1.6.
I was gonna say, yeah, and I would assume that his Talladega ones is probably 2.8.
It would have been, but he got caught up in a wreck last year. He has finished it. His Talladega fall finishes, Gen 7 era, are 3rd, 1st, and 39th, I believe, is what it is, or something like that. His Martinsville finishes are 3rd, 1st, and 1st.
He's gonna win one of them.
He's gonna win one of them, and he's won the last 2 fall playoff races. That's true, and he's pretty good at Talladega. He's really, really good in these next 2 races. Next 3 races, hell, they're Phoenix in there as well. So if I were a Blaney,
it's not like he's bad at Phoenix either.
No. If I were a Blaney fan, I wouldn't be panicking right now. Don't throw the toasters in the bathtub.
I would be a little nervous because it is Talladega.
Yeah.
Right. And Martinsville's Martinsville, but hell.
I would be more concerned right now if I were a Chase Elliott fan or a Joey Logano fan than if I were a Ryan Blaney fan.
I'd be more concerned if I was a Chase Briscoe, William Byron, or Chase Elliott fan.
So I'm
Joey.
Weirdly not that worried about Byron because I think they have really good super speedway program now at Hendrick.
They do.
And they do. Byron has run well at the spring Martinsville race. The fall Martinsville race has been a bit of a struggle for him at times.
Which is weird because it's usually so bizarre. In the past, Martinsville has been the Hendrick track.
Yeah.
It's been the track for Hendrick, and you would expect it to be the same.
No, I 100% would expect it to.
Oh, Byron could definitely steal Daytona or Dega.
decade. Oh, absolutely.
He's a great super speedway racer. You're on the
Super
struggle bus over there.
So, yeah, that was the other big incident with Blaney there. Chase Elliott, pit road penalty, kind of doomed him early on. Uncontrolled tire, just a lazy penalty.
It's not. It's not.
But it's a penalty that can't happen.
It's a penalty that can't happen. It's one. So when the front tire changer takes off the tire and rolls it, right? If it hits anything and goes that way, right?
Yeah.
That's what happens. And honestly, NASCAR does a very good job of, if no one's in that box in front of you, of giving you a lot of leeway.
Yeah.
And the person behind the wall who's catching that has to be on their toes and go grab it. Like, if they go grab it quickly and get it back over, they typically don't do a penalty. So
that makes sense. It's just one of those penalties where you're just like, it doomed him because it put him a lap down, and then he was playing catch up the rest of the day and had to settle for a P18 finish. Yeah, it's something. How much do you think the new horsepower costs than what's currently in the car asking for a friend, aka Live Fast? I don't think it's going to be much. I mean, Doug Yates has talked about it. Obviously,
well, Denny's talked about it too.
What is
well, not in the this past one, but in the past he said it wouldn't cost the teams that much to go.
Oh, to go to 750? No.
Yeah.
I mean, in a very simplistic answer, we're really just talking about changing out tapered spacers.
Yeah,
internals are just going to stay the same. Yeah, if you're going to 900 to 1,000, that's where it gets expensive because all the internals have to be replaced.
Yeah, you've got to replace all the bearings and all or not bearings, but all the pistons and all that.
Yeah, every push rod, everything has to be connecting rods. Everything has to be changed. Yeah. And you're also talking about a shorter life out of the engine as well when you go to 900, or 1,000. So, leaving Las Vegas now, we have Denny Hamlin. He's advanced. He's locked into Phoenix. Kyle Larson plus 35 over the cutoff. Christopher Bell plus 20.
You're going to bounce all the way around them?
Chase Briscoe plus 15. And then in your cutoff elimination zone are William Byron 15 below, Chase Elliott 23, Logano 24, and Blaney 31.
Okay. This is going to sound really bad. Like, really bad. And I don't care. But as a NASCAR fan, I know they've been in the series for a long time. I still hate Toyota. And I don't want them to have any more
people. Much for our Toyota sponsorship.
I don't want them to have more drivers in the Final Four. Like, I hate seeing that red oval. I really do.
Yeah, right now they've got 3 of the 4. I think that they get 2 in.
I don't.
I think Bell gets in. And then I think your top 3 stay the same: Hamlin, Larson, Bell, Blaney. I don't think Logano gets in.
I don't think Logano. I think Logano winning at Vegas was the only chance he had of getting it.
Yeah, because I think he's too aggressive for Talladega. He's gonna wreck. He's gonna be desperate. He's gonna wreck.
Did you see? Okay, pause. Did you see that Vegas it was either all time or current drivers? Logano has the 3rd best finish at 9.8.
I did not, but that surprises me. What?
Weird to think the manufacturer with the most wins is the only one without an oval logo. They've also been in the sport the longest out of any of the 3 that are there. But yeah, I think what I'm thinking is I think it's going to be Denny, Larson, Blaney, Byron.
No, Hendrick's sending 2 to Phoenix.
I think it's going to be Byron, Blaney, Larson, and Hamlin.
Do team members get a bonus if your car makes the Final 4?
Depends on your contract.
Yeah.
If so, at Penske, or at least with my contract, every round, like let's say if I'm on a house car, right?
Yeah.
So I'm at Penske, I'm on one of the Penske cars or the Wood Brothers car. If I'm on a house car, it's every time a Penske driver advances,
Mhm.
everyone on a house car gets a bonus.
Hell yeah.
Right? And then if they win the championship, everyone on a house car gets a bonus.
All right.
Up to either $30,000 or $40,000.
Sign me up.
Mm-hmm.
I know Hendrick guys get a bonus as well for wins, I would imagine, for advancing on.
Yeah, so you get a bonus at Penske is $1,000. So it was $1,000 bonus for every win, as long as you're a house car driver. You get $1,000 bonus for every win that a Penske driver wins, and then it was for every round. So it's like $1,000 if you make the playoffs. If a Penske team it's for every car that makes the playoffs.
Ooh.
Like this year with 2, they had or 3. They got 3. Like let's say it was my contract, right?
Well, 4 of them made it.
Yeah. So
made
it. If let's say it was my contract, right? I would have got $4,000 for that. With 2 moving on to the second round, I would have gotten 2 more thousand or $1,200 for each. And then it was like $1,500 for the third round, right? Because 16, 12, 8.
Yeah.
And then if they made it to the final round, it was like another $2,000. And then if they win the championship, it was like 10 or 15,000. Yeah.
I've decided to stop doing marketing and get into the pit crew game.
The highest paid pit crew member at Gibbs is the highest paid pit crew member in the whole organization, and he's making just salary over $350.
Listen, that's gonna bump me up another tax bracket, but I'm willing to pay it.
Thank God he wasn't the one on the 11 car this week.
Yeah, 11 Jackman missed the peg and had to reset.
That's the worst feeling in the world.
Yeah, I bet. I can't imagine.
Yeah.
Thankfully, though, it got saved by. I didn't understand their strategy right there either. Trying to run long, like they did. Come to pit road.
I didn't understand. I get it. You're hoping to get a caution, because at that point he didn't have a race-winning car.
No, but
he had a top 5 car, but he didn't have a race-winning car.
4 tires on a short run. He was lights out there at the end of the race. It felt very Reddick at Homestead last year.
Yeah,
just kind of ripping the top, passing everybody. I mean, he kind of did the same thing. Also, speaking of Reddick, he raced Denny on Sunday. Like, Denny did not own his race car. Denny always says, "Hey, on Sunday, I'm a driver. I'm not the team owner." Reddick was like, "Yeah, you're right. You are the driver." And he crossed him over multiple times, put him in some really bad spots. Like, all right.
Yeah, it was. I hope Reddick gets another win this year.
It gets a win this year.
Oh yeah, he doesn't have one.
Yeah,
I really do.
Yeah, it was. I hope he does as well. All right, moving on to the Xfinity Series race at Las Vegas. I tried to follow this race while I was at a wedding party. Not the easiest thing to do, but
I was watching the Georgia game while watching this race.
Eric Almirola picks up his, I don't know, 3rd win of the year. Doesn't matter.
Is it 3rd?
Is it 3rd? I can't remember.
So.
Yeah. Wins the race. Connor Zilisch finishes 2nd. Top 5 streak continues. Dude has not finished out of the top 5.
It's insane.
Talladega in April. The leaves were coming on the trees then. The leaves are falling off the trees now, and Connor Zilisch still hasn't finished outside the top 5. It's insane. Ryan says Reddick was on old tires at Homestead, right? I believe so.
I believe he was.
Yeah. That's a lot of races.
That was a lot.
Yeah. Talking about a year ago almost now.
Yeah. I've slept since then, ate dinner since then. It's been that's a long time ago.
Corey Day finished.
Doesn't help.
Corey Day finished P4 in this race, his best Xfinity Series finish to date. Are you impressed by that?
Yeah, it's a hard track. It's not an easy track, and he's
is not.
getting a lot better at them.
He's a developmental driver that is developing, and we're watching it happen in real time. Typically, like when you have a driver signed a development deal, they're 15, they're learning their way up through late models and whatever else, and then they get up to stock cars. Corey Day has had none of that in reality. He did a couple late model stock races last year at Hickory, and now he's in the Xfinity Series and in the Truck Series with probably less than 50 pavement races to his name so far. And there's a lot of people that don't like Corey Day.
He's going to be a great driver for Trackhouse.
He's going to be a great driver for Spire.
He's going to be a great driver for Trackhouse when Zillage goes to HMS.
Oh, well, they're going to put him at Spire before he leaves and then try to figure out what.
Then he'll move to Trackhouse, and he'll either be in the 88 or the 87 because both of them will be at Hendrick.
Who does Trackhouse have as a development driver?
Corey Day.
Keelan Harvick. Ugh.
Yeah, I was about to say it's Keelan, isn't it?
Yeah. Sure. I can't get excited about like 12-year-olds racing.
He's what, 14, I thought?
Is he? I have no idea.
He's gonna be a good driver.
I think we talked like I don't really care about kids in late models.
Anthony Alfredo is the backup driver for RCR.
No, he's the cup fill-in. He's the cup reserve for Hendrick.
And RCR.
Is he for RCR? I don't know. I don't pay attention to RCR.
Is he for Hendrick?
Yeah. He does all their sim work over at Hendrick too.
Yeah, I knew that. Well, the reason I said RCR is because he does a lot of like his engines were ECR engines for the longest.
Yeah, he still gets a nice ECR.
Yeah, engine. when I was on his car, he was an ECR Hendrick.
Yeah,
all those RCR.
For plate races, he gets a. I know.
It's been a day.
Last thing from the Xfinity Series race, I didn't really have anything else about it. Obviously, I've only seen the highlights from it. I didn't go back and rewatch the whole thing. There was a lot of beating and banging from what I saw.
Oh, they were banging all right.
They were banging. Zillage said after the race, or he said he got too tight or too loose, whatever it was, and said he wasn't going to wreck.
Get too loose when you're doing a lot of banging.
Getting loose while banging is not a great idea. Not a great plan.
Apparently, Almirola was way too aggressive.
Way too aggressive. You hate to see that. There's a fine line when you're banging. You just don't want to be too loose or too aggressive.
You can't get over the line, get too loose or too aggressive.
Especially in a place like Vegas.
Yeah.
Like
you never know what you're gonna get. Welcome to the podcast, everyone.
But Zillage said he was not going to wreck him, that being Almirola, for the win.
Well, I mean, he's got 12 of them.
10. In fairness, he should have got 11 because Almirola would have wrecked him.
Yeah.
Yeah. As John said, Almirola tried to wreck the 88. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
The other thing I want to talk about was Nick Sanchez and Jesse Love.
Dude.
Is Nick Sanchez a problem?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I still don't like Matt Crafton, so I'm still going to be pro Sanchez in that situation, but Crafton making some life choices.
Common denominator here is Mr. Old Dirty Sanchez himself.
Yeah. So Jesse Love, one thing I can't stand. So he and Jesse Love have their little verbal confrontation, and Sanchez like kind of smacks him on the back, and Jesse Love kind of gives him like that punch shove in the chest a little bit. I can't stand the crew member from the 48 for Sanchez is sitting back there and he goes, touch him again, like that. I was like, this isn't your fight. Shut up.
You ain't going to do anything.
Yeah. You want to do something? Guess what? You're going to get a fine. So probably don't want to do that.
Yeah.
But I just, in a situation like that,
Sanchez will pay it.
Yeah. Let the drivers figure it out. Unless we're getting a full on like Texas brawl with Brad Keselowski, Kevin Harvick shoving him in, Jeff Gordon, and everything else happening. Like, if we're gonna have a brawl like that, then yeah, like let's get everybody involved.
So the handles at Penske for the jacks are complete carbon fiber.
Yeah.
And on the bottom, it's got a piece about that. I've showed it to you, right? It's got a piece about that thick and about that round that goes into the jack, and it's pure steel.
Yeah.
Like it is steel, right? And the bottom, we always tape the end of the handles so that when you're coming back, you know where the end of it is, and you can grab it right there, right?
Yeah.
I always said if we ever got into a brawl on pit road, I'm taking my jack handle.
Hell yeah.
Because that thing's a weapon, man.
Alex says that Allgaier called out Sanchez too.
What are we talking about?
Denny winning. Does Denny dominate Martinsville in the spring, transfer to the fall at all?
No.
And Alex saying the temperature. Yeah, that's why we see the Hendrick cars be really good in the spring, but not very good in the fall. Yeah.
Sorry. The Blaney cars.
Yeah, the reverse, of that as well. The other interesting thing, the 19 car was supposed to have Justin Bonsignor in it for 2 of the final 3 races, I believe. And Jogas Racing has decided to remove Justin Bonsignor from that car, give him his money back because he buys that ride. And they're going to put Almirola in the car for the last 3 races because they're contending for that owner's championship. Yeah.
How? The 88 is going to win it.
I mean, there's a solid chance, but yeah.
Like, hold on. I'm curious.
Who beats Sanchez when he gets the cup? He's got to get the cup first.
Yeah. How is he only 43 points ahead of the 7 car?
In what?
Owner's points.
Well, they reset as well. So.
Oh, yeah, they do.
Yeah. So they still got 2 races to go. Joe Gibbs loves dumping drivers. Joe Gibbs will dump a driver in a heartbeat to put it in a less impressive driver.
Named Gibbs.
Yes. I mean, even dumping Matt Kenseth. At the time, Bell's worked out now, but no, wasn't even Bell then, was it? It was Eric Jones.
It was Eric Jones.
Yeah. Yeah, that didn't work out.
No.
And I still think Eric Jones is talented, but yeah.
He's a decent driver.
Yeah, not bad. All right. Cup news of the day real quick. Justin Haley will not be returning to the Spire number 7 car in 2026. I know you are very shocked. I can see it on your face. You didn't expect to see this coming. Yes. I think we all knew this was coming at this point. I think we all know who's going to get in that car now as well.
Okay, so do we though?
I think we have a
really
solid idea.
You would know better than I could text my guy and ask him. He probably won't tell me. He'd probably give me a roundabout answer on saying yes or no, but you would know better than I would.
Yeah, I think our amigo is going to be hopping in that car next year. My question is I want to know what the deal is. Is it a 1-year deal? Is it a 1+1 with a team option? What is it? Because if I'm Spire, there's a lot of people. I heard Cam in the 7 car.
They don't want my fat ass in the car.
He's gonna throw out the balance.
They wouldn't have to add any weight. I can promise you that, but they wouldn't be able to jack the damn thing.
You're gonna need a custom seat as well because Cam and I are both 6'5". Trying to fit into a race car, impossible. Yeah,
I've done it.
Oh yeah, same. It's not comfortable.
No,
but I'm interested to see what the deal is because if it's a 1-year deal, it makes sense because there's a lot of drivers that are available for 2027. A lot of people have deals coming up next year, options as well. So there could be
smart. If you're Spire, if you're smart, you do a 1-1.
Yeah, I would do a 1-year deal with a team option.
With a team option.
Yeah, it's going really well, and you can't land somebody else.
Yeah.
So
you do 1-1, and you go from there.
Yeah. So Kyle Busch, the not real Kyle Busch, in the comment section says, "I wish Spire would adopt Kyle Busch." To which Alex says, "2027, brother." He did just sign an extension with RCR for 2026, but Bob leaked the script. Yeah. So Jeff Dickerson, obviously over at Spire, one of the co-owners there, and Kyle Busch have a really good relationship. So it would make sense to see Kyle kind of go out on that end. It's tough. Tony Southwell coming here, former NASCAR Australia driver. I like Tony. We go back and forth. Denny's drive at the end was incredible, absolutely outstanding. Big boy driving, his haters can see that. That's really hard. It says a lot about them. Tony isn't. What time is it there? It's got to be like 7 in the morning, 8 in the morning. Welcome. Hey, yeah,
he's just getting up. He's
getting up.
Hey,
but yeah, I think we'll see Suarez in that car.
Yeah,
next year. I think it makes sense as well. It's tough though, because when you look at the point standings and performance this year, Haley's 31st in points, 1 top 5, 2 top 10s, average finish of 22.1.
Suarez
28th in points, 2 top 5s, 7 top 10s, I believe. Has had speed, equipment. But yeah, it's, what'd you say?
I said in better equipment.
Yeah, and both of his teammates right now are 11th and 12th in the point standings over at Trackhouse. So I think the only thing it maybe helps them do is gauge sort of where they're at. This is the 3rd year in a row that the Spire 7 will have a different driver in the seat. Yeah, Corey LaJoie last year. Yeah, Justin Haley for a couple of races last year, and then this full season. And then you'll have somebody else next year.
So Rowdy says Spire runs out of the old KBM shop, so it would make sense for KB to go to Spire in the future.
Yeah. What Alex said here is the real tie-in here, where Dickerson's KB's former spotter and agent. Yeah. So they
yeah. If you're Spire,
yes,
put him in a truck. Let him run a truck
full time. Hell yeah!
And then let him run a couple cup races.
Yeah, I think he wants to do if I'm Kyle Busch, I'm not going out how he is right now. Like,
no,
I think he wants a shot to win a race, right? And he's not necessarily getting that.
Hell no, he's not getting that.
RCR. Having said that, he's got a good shot this weekend. Like,
dude, wouldn't that be amazing? Like, I was the biggest Kyle Busch hater.
What's the forecast look like for Talladega this weekend?
Probably like cold and sunny. 65 and sunny.
I love when the Talladega fall race is overcast. I love when it's
a good race when it's overcast.
When Talladega has an overcast, you know it's going to be a good race. And I have no science behind that. I just am going off of vibes.
Straight vibes. Talladega, Alabama. Let's see.
It's actually in Lincoln, Alabama. I don't care. Sunday. Oh, there's a chance.
Sunday. Rainy.
So I'm not the one that talked about this, so I'm not the one that's going to jinx it. Did you know we have yet to have a postponed race this year because of weather? We've had delayed. 500 was delayed. Other races have been rain delayed. We have not had a race postponed to Monday.
Matt?
Yes.
What are you doing?
I'm just throwing it out there. Seth Eggert is the first one that brought it up. I'm just relaying the message.
Nope.
Yep. It's like a no-hitter. I didn't talk about it first.
Yes, you did. You just talked about it.
Somebody else.
Because, yeah, Matt, what the fuck?
Fair. It's going to be fine. We're like 5 days away still from that.
Matt.
I thought this nor'easter was going to hit me on Sunday. I managed to get out of Boston in time.
Matt.
Yeah.
You're talking about Talladega.
On an Indian burial ground.
In October.
Yes.
It's very likely that it's going to happen. It's like going to Atlanta in February. You know when Atlanta gets 99.9% of their snowstorms?
February.
In February.
Well, in fairness, let's classify snowstorms here. If there's a dusting in Atlanta, we shut this entire city down.
No, the problem with that was because there was 3 inches of ice underneath it.
You say the problem with that as if it doesn't happen every single year. It's not an isolated incident.
No, that one was an isolated incident.
I will say this: the ice will mess everything up.
Yeah, and like we don't have the infrastructure for it.
No, definitely not. NBC licking their chops at the chance to move Talladega to USA on Monday.
No, I won't be able to watch it. I'll actually be working.
I will dedicate one whole monitor to it while I'm working.
I won't be home. I'll be in Kansas City training for my new job.
I was thinking about.
I'll actually have to be like engaged because I'm not going to be at home.
I was thinking about maybe doing a watch along live stream for Talladega.
So you're going to the 500, you said, right?
In February, yes.
We
Good.
need to do.
Good news. It's rained the last 2 years I've gone.
Yeah. We need to do one race. You said you're not going to Phoenix?
Not going to Phoenix. Going to Martinsville. 2 weeks.
You want to meet and do a live watch along for the championship race?
Potentially. Let me look at my calendar.
Oh,
not my calendar. Let me look at our household calendar.
Yeah.
For that.
I'm good.
I mean, I'm down if we can figure it out. But yeah, let me look at that and see what we.
I'll make food.
Perfect.
I'll make my brisket or ribs or something. And
oh hell yeah!
We'll be good, and we'll do it on live TV.
Even better. All right, let's get into.
Hold on.
Yeah,
I was the biggest Kyle Busch hater.
Yes.
Now, and it might just be because he's not winning everything. I kind of like Kyle Busch.
Kyle Busch fan.
I kind of like him. I'm kind of like hey, come on, Kyle. I want to see Kyle do well.
Into a likable character.
Yeah.
My girlfriend, who didn't know anything about racing before she met me, I showed her the Kurt Busch radioactive compilations. She thinks they're hilarious, and I was trying to explain to her like just how crazy prime Kyle Busch was as well. And the other day she's like, I really wish I got to see Kyle Busch in his prime. And I was like, it was insane.
Oh, it was incredible.
He double birding the officials.
Yeah.
Like punching Logano right in the face. Just walked up to him. Doesn't care. Didn't care. Still doesn't care.
Mm-hmm.
I've loved him since I saw him on my Frosted Flakes box in 06, and I've been here for the long haul. Hell yeah, Alex. Speaking of hell yeah, real quick.
Dude.
Did you look at the link I put in the rundown?
No.
So.
Are we going to talk about the other thing?
NASCAR 25?
Yeah.
Yeah, let me talk about this real quick, and then we'll go into that. NASCAR, obviously, they have a new brand campaign that they're starting, marketing campaign that they're starting next year. They haven't officially announced it yet, but it seems like the tagline is going to be hell yeah for it. Well, 1 Million Moms, an advocacy group against all things that are fun, is upset about this, Cam. They're so upset. I'm going to read you their petition. They want it taken away. Also, I come to quickly learn that 1 million moms is not really close to 1 million. It's more close to like 10,000 moms.
I was going to say 10.
Yeah, it's not a lot. But they say NASCAR's new brand spot, hell yeah, is the biggest oxymoron there is. There is nothing yeah about hell since it's a place of torment and anguish. Then they go on and say, sadly, when a driver wins a race, this phrase is often the first thing spoken through the helmet microphone, exposing families, including children, to this foul language. This has prompted some fans to stop watching altogether.
No, it hasn't.
It has not.
I can promise you that's not what prompted fans to not stop watching.
The numbers the number being moved forward has made more fans stop watching than somebody saying hell yeah over the radio.
Okay, I'm a firm believer if you can say it on the radio, it's not a cuss word.
Like the regular radio, like in your car?
Yeah. Like if you can say it on the radio, it's not a cuss word.
If the FCC doesn't care about it, then it's fine.
Yeah. So hell, damn, and shit.
I would argue that swear words should just be played because who gives a shit?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, we're adults here.
We're adults here, people. And you know what? Your kids. Okay. This is I'm going to get on a tangent. And I'm sorry. But this is the biggest gripe I have with people. I have a 3-year-old and I have a 2-month-old, and people are like, oh, why do you cuss in front of them? Because they're people. Guess what they're going to do in 10 years? They're going to cuss. Like, exactly. What's the big deal? I don't understand. It's words. People, get over your high horse. Sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. A lot of people in this world need that.
Well, I have bad news for you. NASCAR's deliberately decided to produce controversial branding instead of wholesome ones. 1 million moms finds this highly inappropriate.
Good.
Good. This is my favorite line.
Would you rather me put fuck yeah on it?
Yes. This is my favorite one right here. Shame on NASCAR executives who air races during prime time when most families are watching. That's false. We should air more races in prime time. We don't. We should. They then go on to say, how damaging and destructive to children. Everyone knows kids repeat what they hear. Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
Guess what? If they hear a driver say hell yeah, or they say their parents say hell yeah, they're going to be saying hell yeah.
I mean, they probably got really mad at Byron this past week when he just went, this is shit.
Yeah. Cleese McFarland's kid, I bet his first words were probably hell yeah. Hell yeah, brother. Yeah.
Hell yeah, brother.
Stone Cold Steve Austin pissed right now.
Huh?
Said Stone Cold Steve Austin is pissed right now.
Dude.
I don't know anything about wrestling. I just know he says hell yeah.
Give me a good Stone Cold. Can I get a hell yeah?
Yeah. And that's the extent of my wrestling knowledge.
Really? Oh,
I don't know anything about wrestling.
I love me some good wrestling. I still watch WWE every once in a while. I get down with the redneck side.
All right. Last topic, NASCAR 25. Have you had a chance to play it yet?
Okay, so I've played the career.
Yes. I played career last night as well.
I have not played anything else. I played a couple races on career, and I had to send a text message to my buddy Butterbean because he wrecked me, and I was really pissed off at him. But I digress. I think it is very good. I think there's still a lot of stuff that they need to work on, right? Like it's a great console game. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
They need to fix some of the graphics.
You're playing on PS5, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I haven't seen, so I've seen some people playing on Xbox S's, which is just the streaming console.
Yeah.
Have had some real bad graphic issues.
Yeah.
I haven't experienced.
I haven't had them. That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
I've seen it online, right?
Yeah.
I think the gameplay itself is pretty damn good. It's hard.
It's hard.
It's hard.
That's what I love about it.
You can't just go in, I'm not gonna qualify, and then work your way up and just pass everybody.
Yeah.
One thing I do love, and it was my biggest gripe with NASCAR Heat 5, is if you're at Daytona, you're at Talladega, to get a draft, you actually have to hook up with that person, right? Mm-hmm. This one, you can get a draft from anybody. You're literally, when you were in the lead at Daytona or Talladega with NASCAR Heat 5, you did not get a draft. With this one, you actually get a draft.
Yes. The drafting in this game is really, really good.
Really
the only thing I will say is that if you haven't played it yet, like people that are buying it, getting ready to play it, the only thing I did to make it more realistic was you can turn down how draft dependent your car is, like how much the draft helps you at super speedways. I turned that down because at 50%, it is almost too much of an advantage and it doesn't feel realistic. Bump it down to 20 and then play it. And then you'll be like, oh, this is what it feels like.
See, I've got to get my setups better, right?
Oh my God.
Because if you're just using that's the one gripe I have is if you just use the natural setups that they had, the 25, 50, right?
Mm-hmm.
They're terrible.
Yeah.
You can't turn.
No, I found that I need to set it to 25% loose basically every single time now.
It's almost too loose.
It's borderline. Yeah. So NASCAR Heat 5, people put together videos about custom setups for each track. I need that to happen for this.
Now.
Desperately.
I need it now.
Because I don't have the time to sit down and figure out setups. I just literally don't have the time.
And I'm literally sitting there. I was trying to run.
Alex literally read our brains, waiting for Setup Man to return. Yeah.
Yeah. I was trying to run at Bristol because I started to run. And I was like, all right, I'm screw this. I can't turn. I was running in the ARCA series. I was running the ARCA series at Bristol, and I put it at 25, and literally was just going like this up the hill and couldn't turn. It was not hell yeah.
It's not hell yeah. Alex real quick says, Matt, in your marketing career, have you ever been paid to come up with a slogan as simple as hell yeah? Alex, I had a meeting today about a topic that literally is more simple then hell yeah for a campaign that we're getting ready to do. And I was so excited because I could do so much with it, but I'm not going to say what it is. But it was, they were like, we want it to be literally a single word. And I was like, oh, hell yeah. Like, I can knock this out super well. I literally searched NASCAR or YouTube for NASCAR 25 setups yesterday and found nothing. We'll update next week. Thank you, Alex. If you find one, please DM it to me as well, because that's exactly what I did on 5.
I've done it. I literally sat there for hours looking for them just because the setups are terrible. That's the one gripe I have on the game.
You bought the gold edition, right?
I did.
Okay, same. So I played 2 races on Sunday before the cup race, like just free play cup races. I did Chicago Street Course just because I wanted to see what that looked like.
I've heard it's really good.
It was fun. Yeah, I liked it. I'm excited.
I've heard the Roval's actually pretty fun too.
Oh, really? I haven't done that yet. I did that, and I did. What was the second race I did? Oh, I just did a race at Daytona to see what Daytona looked like.
You know what I did at Daytona with the setup?
What's that?
Fully tight.
Really? Did it work out pretty well?
I won.
Yeah, won.
And that was with the ARCA car. And so one thing I did find so when you start your career, like, you're terrible.
Oh my God. You're busting your ass for like 31st in an ARCA race.
Yeah.
And that's
being terrible.
Yeah.
So, but after a couple races, it opens up the parts. And so you can upgrade all your parts.
Yes. I started to
finally started to upgrade my parts. And I'm like, okay.
I won Talladega, and then I finished second at Kansas, and I was like, okay, like we're getting better here. Then I think we went to a short track, maybe it was North Wilkesboro, and it immediately was humbled once again.
I did Daytona and finished like 10th, right? And I was like, all right, sweet, I can do this, right?
Hey.
I did the incentives for the sponsorship at had a like top 25 with the goal, humbled the next week.
So quickly that you get humbled. The gold edition though does allow you to hire some better people too at the beginning as well, which was super nice. So yeah, I'm excited to play some more of it.
I'm probably gonna play it when we get off here.
Same here. I'm gonna eat dinner and then do that. What car number did you pick?
I did 14.
Ooh, I went with 84, which is an old Hendrick throwback to like when Kyle Busch and others were running random races.
Yeah.
Like, hell yeah. Put the Dayville yellow numbers on there.
I did 14 and made it red, white, and blue.
Ooh.
Because, of course.
Yeah.
All right, I did 14, made it red, white, and blue. I have not dove into the create a car like some people have.
Like the paint booth?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I haven't either.
I haven't dove into that as much as some people have. Like I did it a little bit, but I made mine. It looks like prime Tony Stewart at SHR.
Hell yeah.
Like it like not the paint colors and everything like that, but like with the number and it's a Chevy. Like it looks good.
Okay, so Ryan, you're running into something that I feel like is going to happen to me as well, where he says, I finally got really good in ARCA, won 10 races, but Swalch literally finished second or third every race, and I couldn't catch him after I finished 32nd in the first few. Yeah, that's what I feel like is going to happen here, because I love the World of Outlaws game, and iRacing also did that. And the career progression in the NASCAR 25 feels a lot like World of Outlaws, which is fine because that's what I wanted out of it. Because every time I played World of Outlaws, I was like, damn, I wish this was with a NASCAR version of this. But same thing would happen there, is like you would start off bad until you can upgrade your car, but then you struggle the entire year to try to catch. I feel like Tony might be behind.
A little bit.
Yeah. A little bit. Joe, I still got promoted to trucks after finishing third to Swalch. Oh, okay. Good to know, Alex.
Yeah,
Isn't it
I'm
like
still early in the season at?
Yeah, I think I have Charlotte coming up for me.
I'm not even that far.
Oh, really? Yeah.
I mean, I think I'm like Texas or something like that.
Ooh. Texas. I don't know if we're at Texas.
I don't remember exactly where I'm at. Dude, you know what I've gone through this past 24 hours?
All right. Give me your driver of the day.
Kyle Busch.
Ah, damn, that's what I was going to pick too.
Kyle Busch.
Incredible 32nd to 8th for Kyle Busch in a season where I think we've all written him off. Keselowski, top 10 finish, also coming from 34th. Yep. So,
but he did that on strategy, though.
He did. He definitely did. He got himself up there.
Kyle Busch just drove himself up there.
Thanks in part to that. Yeah. I'll try to look through if there's anything else there. Nothing else. So we've got all 3 series in action this weekend.
All 4. Oh, no. Arga's done.
Yeah, Arga's not. All 3 at Talladega. You've got trucks on Friday afternoon, evening. 4 p.m. start time on Network Fox. Remember that, big Fox, 4 o'clock in the afternoon on Friday. Then on Saturday, you have the CW Xfinity Series from Talladega. And on Sunday, the Cup Series race from Talladega as well. The good thing about all of this is the second race of the 3rd round for all 3 of these series. So that's great to easy to follow.
I'm glad that they finally line up.
Yeah, finally line up there. All right, give me your pick for the Cup race. Oh, move of the race, yes.
I'll let you go first since I stole yours.
My move of the race will be SVG somehow not absolutely annihilating Michael McDowell. If you guys haven't seen the clip yet, check it out because I think I retweeted it on Breakhard blog. It's crazy.
Mine is Denny Hamlin literally power moving himself around the 5 on the outside. Like Larson was up there and Denny just went, nope. And just drove literally on the outside of him and just said, okay, bye.
All right. Who is winning the Cup race at Talladega?
Blaney.
Do you know who won this race last year?
Can't lie to you and say I do.
Ricky Stenhouse Jr.
Ricky Stenhouse?
Oh, yeah.
Ricky Stenhouse?
Driving that 47. I'm actually going to go out on a limb here. And I'm going to pick
Carson
Brad Keselowski. Who'd you say?
Carson Ware.
Cody Ware. I'm going to pick Brad.
Oh, bad Brad?
This is his last chance to win. Okay, Tony is behind because they just said it's 11:45 in the morning in Australia.
Yeah.
Dang, you guys just live in the future.
Yeah. Or are we in the past?
Yeah, that too.
I can see Chase winning this race. He does really well at Talladega. I don't think it's going to be a car outside of the top 8.
I'm really curious to see just how aggressive these 8 drivers are.
I think they're going to be pretty aggressive.
I think you have to be.
They have to be.
Back to NASCAR 25 real quick, and then we do have to hop off because my food is here. So William Byron got a perfect 100, right? We know that in terms of driver rating. They broke it down into each category. Joey Logano got a perfect 100 for super speedway.
I knew you were going here.
What is that?
I knew you were going here.
I don't understand.
I don't get it. Like, he's good, but he's not the best. That would be wild. That'd be wild.
He's not the best out there right now. Like SVG being 100.
Wait, no, he said wins on Saturday, not Sunday.
Oh, Saturday. Damn. Well, on Sunday would be even crazier.
Yeah, I think Sunday would be.
He was in contention to win Saturday back in the spring too, until he and Jesse Love got together and he broke his back. Where's Cindric's super speedway?
Yeah, Cindric might be the best super speedway racer right now.
Ricky Stenhouse Jr. has 2 wins on super speedways in the Gen 7 era, and he's got like an 84.
Yeah,
it makes no sense.
It makes no sense. Yeah, the ratings are trash.
Yeah, the ratings are bad on that. Bell's got a perfect 100 on short tracks. SVG a perfect 100 on
which he should.
Road courses. Yeah, duh. Like give him 150. I don't give a shit.
Honestly, you should give him like 300.
Yeah,
like
Heim was a perfect 100 in multiple categories and overall in the truck series. Duh.
Yeah.
Same with Zilich. I get all that, but yeah, some of the ratings were perplexing. The ARCA ones.
Ooh, Ryan coming out here out of left field.
Raja winning trucks. Austin Hill winning the Xfinity race, and Austin Cindric.
He doesn't do as well at Talladega as he does at Daytona.
He doesn't. It's a lot of too wide.
Huh?
Too wide.
Yeah, it's too wide for him.
Alex Bowman has the highest average finish on super speedway in the Gen 7 era. I'm pretty sure. Interesting, Alex. I'll have to look into that.
I thought it was Byron. I thought it was Byron. It might be Alex Bowman. I don't know. But like if you think about it, hell, Byron's won the past 2 Daytona 500s.
Yes. He has an Atlanta win in there as well.
Yeah, are we counting Atlanta in this?
He finished third last year in the fall race at Talladega. Finished third this year in the spring race at Talladega.
Who's this? Byron or
Byron? Yeah. Hey, listen, Larson finished fourth last year in the fall race, second in the spring race this year. So we'll see.
I think he's going to be ultra aggressive this week because he can be.
Because he absolutely can be. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let the people know where they can find you at real quick.
Podcast at I almost said where I work. At closing laps on YouTube, TikTok, and Twitter. That thing.
Yes.
And then at _ Full Send Racing on Twitter. I need to start posting on that one more. We are building up our YouTube and been posting a lot of videos on there. We will be posting these videos on there as well, and hopefully getting to the point where we're switching these over to that. So
let's go. You can find me on Twitter at Break Hard Blog, TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook at Break Hard on there. So we'll be back next week to talk about everything that happens in Talladega.
Go Dogs.
Yeah. Yeah. Go Bearcats. 24th in the country.
Top 10 matchup this week, baby.
Oklahoma State this weekend.
We're restarting our home win streak, or adding on to our new home win streak of 2.
2. Hey, got to start somewhere.
Yeah, had the longest one, and then Alabama comes into the town, and we can't do crap when we dominated the game. But
take a timeout, Kirby.
Okay, hold on.
Okay,
No,
here we go.
No. Okay, he
called timeout.
Okay, he never said he didn't call timeout. If you go look, he's saying they are clapping. He didn't say I was clapping. He was talking about the safety for Auburn is clapping to simulate the snap count for Georgia,
Got it.
which is illegal. We will be back on Monday, Joseph, which is illegal. And he called timeout and said, he never said I didn't call timeout. The refs were just idiots and thought he was saying that he didn't call timeout, that he was clapping. It's not his fault that the refs are idiots. And that should have been a touchdown for Georgia, not for Auburn. We shouldn't have got – 2 things could have happened out of that review. 2 things could have happened out of that review. One was Auburn touchdown, one was Georgia touchdown, and they gave us the ball at the 1. I digress.
I'm just happy to be winning. That's really what it comes down to for us, because I thought this team was going to stink this year.
Oh, I fired Kirby like 15 times after that game. So,
Jeffrey. All right, we will be back on Monday. Monday 7:30 is our typical time. Obviously, extenuating circumstances this week. So we will see everybody next week.
Bye, y'all.
See you guys.